Welcome back. Violent crime has hit some communities harder than others. Those same communities are also faced with health disparities and a lack of quality jobs and affordable housing. I spoke with Hamilton County School Board Representative Karista Mosley Jones about the upcoming town hall being presented by the Caucus of Black elected officials.
So before we start by talking about your actual town hall and your event, explain to me a little bit about the Caucus of Black elected officials and who makes up this group.
Gotcha. So the Caucus of Black elected officials, what our mission is that we came together to unite in a common purpose to progress the goals and aspirations of African Americans here in the Hamilton County, Chattanooga area, to promote civic engagement and to encourage future generations to run for political office. And so that's pretty much our mission. We want to make sure that we're also empowering people economically through leadership cultivation, economic empowerment, and civic engagement. And the members are State Representative, Yusuf Hakeem, County Commissioner Kathleen Jeter, County Commissioner Warren Mackey, myself, Hamilton County School Board Representative Karista Mosley Jones, City Councilman Anthony Byrd, City Councilman Isaiah Hester, City Councilwoman Demetrius Coonrod, and City Councilwoman Rakita Doley. That is who it is comprised of at this time.
So you all are holding an upcoming town hall meeting. Talk about what you all will be doing, the goal of the town hall meeting, who you're looking for to attend this town hall meeting.
So we would like as many people as possible to be able to attend. We know due to COVID-19, we want to be as COVID safe and friendly as possible. So there is a limited amount of people that can actually attend in person, but the event will be held on Thursday, October the 14th at 6 p.m. at the Bessie Smith Cultural Center. And like I said, because of COVID, this event is it's a hybrid event, both in person and virtual. People that are in person, we're asking to, of course, wear their mask, and registration is required for that because we do have a cap on that amount. They can visit the Bessie Smith Cultural Center's website to register for that event. And we're having this event because in talking to one another in our various levels of government, we realized that oftentimes there was a disconnect in what each of us did and what our governing bodies did, as well as how we all work together for common goals for our community and the communities that we represent. And so we're having this event to educate the public about each one of our positions and our particular jurisdiction and governing body area that we're working in, what we can do, what we cannot do, what is in our realm of governance, and what is in maybe our peers' realm of governance. A lot of times people say things like to the county commissioners, well, can you do this? And it's really a city council concern, right? It's really a city issue and city government issue and not a county government issue, and vice versa. Or sometimes they'll think that state representatives can do things when it's really a federal representative thing. So we want to make sure that people understand the various levels of governments and what our roles truly are. Also, in addition, we want to discuss, of course, the public health issues that are going on as it relates to violence in our community. And of course, the COVID-19 pandemic, because we know that most things, of course, that occur in our communities are based on social determinants of health. And so people don't realize how health ties into so many things, but we know that crime is a result of health issues. We know that education is a result of a health issue. We know that access and resources to certain things are all social determinants of health. And so we want to make sure that we're addressing that, and especially in particular, what it's doing as it relates to the violence in our community and how we're working together to try to find resolves and solutions for that. And also, we want to hear feedback from our constituents. What do they think that will fit best for their communities, their respective communities, because what may be best for the Alton Park or West Side or South Side community may not be what the East Side community needs, or so forth and so on, our suburban areas. And so we want to hear from the various communities as to what solutions they feel would be beneficial, because they're the ones that live in these communities on a day-to-day basis, right? And we're representative of them, and we live in these communities with them, but we want to hear from them because we want to ensure that the work we're doing aligns with the desires of the constituents we represent.
One of the things I just picked up on and I want to piggyback off and touch on is collaboration. And we talked about that when you have different areas of government, whether it be city, whether it be county, whether it be state or federal. and what which member can do. But then also we're looking at, because a lot of times people do become confused, and you said that about, like, especially we know when it comes to schools, when it comes to, okay, well, the county commission, they do the funding. Well, what does the school board do as far as the budget, controlling the money? How does that work? This school, this, there were issues with whether it was Tyner
Right.
this year and different things. Now we're also talking about, again, the huge issue, the crime issue,
Right.
issue of violence. And how do we all work together? And how do you all, as our elected officials, work together to stop that? And what are some of the solutions? And then again, the health disparities and inequities, which is we see so often in so many of these communities. So I think as we tackle these topics, the big thing will be, I guess, what happens from here and how we come about, what do we do to handle these and to find solutions to these issues and problems.
Right. And so that is our goal. So once we're able to make sure or ensure that people understand our various roles and our levels of government and how we work together to do those things, how they can work with us and we can work alongside each other. Because yes, we are elected to represent them at whatever role we are in, but it's our community. Like we're not just your elected official, but we're your neighbor, we're your church member, we're your friend, we're the person that you see at the grocery store, so forth and so on. And so the same issues that affect the people that we represent affect us and our families as well. And so that's why it's very important for us to be able to hear from them and what they need. And then it allows us to unify in those efforts, right? And so what State Representative Hakeem can do at the state level with support from us at the county, at the local level, because we know local government matters and is affected the most. We affect things the most, right? The most change is affected with your local elected officials. And so if we're able to county commission and city council work alongside each other, work alongside with the school board, then we're able to then funnel those things up to the states.